is Yonda Yay, and I apologize about the earlier recording. I am here for a few minutes, and I wanted to talk to you about your goals help you stay focused. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I hope that these questions really serve as a guide to you thinking about figuring out and establishing some goals for yourself. All right. So here we go. So part of managing your time is also helping you to align to your goals, right? So time management is very important. The first question I have is for you is what is your destiny? Like, what's your destiny? The second question I have for you is what is your future? So think about that for a minute. And can you predict the future for yourself? The third question I have is are you aware of your distractions in your life? Are you aware of them? So, how do you manage your distractions? Do you find a place that's kind of quiet where you can sit, you can pay attention to what you're trying to accomplish? The fourth question that I have for you is what divine downloads towards your life do you want? Do you need that you're experiencing, right? So, have you ever got an idea and you're saying to yourself, I'm not quite sure where that thought came from. I'm not quite sure where that came. Why am I thinking that? But certainly, I think there stands a time and a point where you can question why are you thinking that. So be thinking about your divine downloads. Also, I want to talk to you about are you present and conscious of where you are currently? So sometimes we have to be very realistic. I am at ground zero. I am at my midpoint. I am at the peak of where I want to be. So are you aware, based on your goals, where you want to be? Even, right? So stay present and conscious where you are and be realistic with your time as well as with your goals. Do you look outside of yourself for answers, right? Or do you have some of those answers right inside of you? So, just a question for you to ask yourself, right? And it's okay if you have to seek the answers outside. Just do it with somebody that's credible, that you trust to give you pretty good advice, okay? And the next thing I would say is, do you feel lost inside? Like, what is my purpose? What am I destined to do? Am I living it? Am I doing it? Why am I doing it? Why am I not doing it? So ask yourself about, are you lost inside? Like, and then just kind of write down, take a blank sheet of paper. I always say, take this sheet of paper, write down if time wasn't a thing, if you could do anything you wanted to do in your life, no matter the age, write it down. And then think about what those obstacles look like that may be encroaching or impacting your ability to be able to do that. Let me turn my Bluetooth off real quick to make sure it doesn't connect. All right, the next thing, how do you see your triggers? How do you handle your triggers? How do you manage your emotions, right? So I know, like, I get disappointed sometimes because I'm sitting there and I'm establishing these goals. I have these timelines, and all of a sudden, for whatever happened, people call it life is lifing, or things start to happen, which impacts my success in, like, whether or not I'm accomplishing those goals. So managing your triggers is very important. Another question I have for you is, have you found peace, joy, and contentment? So I would challenge you to find your peace, to find your joy, to find that contentment that may be inside. It might be outside, connecting with nature. It might be connecting with other people. It might be creating something unique and different for yourself. So, I mean, just go ahead and do that. Here I come. Thanks. The last question that I have for you is, what do you have planned for 8 a.m. on Saturday, Eastern Standard Time. So let me go ahead and I'm going to invite you to let me make sure it's in my save. I want to invite you to my spaces, my podcast, because I would love to have you there to hear your perspective on what we're talking about tomorrow. So click on that, and then that's the invite. It starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll also do a bit of live stream. I create presentations to help you get started and getting your goals, understanding the value that you have. Absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking in this positive affirmation for yourself. Do share it, do connect with me, do subscribe, and do follow. So I'm looking forward to just connecting with more of you. And I plan to do these like intermittent kind of conversations, these lives, to just say, you are powerful, you are valuable. And I look forward to you understanding that goals help you stay focused. And I will talk to y'all soon. I hope this helps. Love you. Mwah.